Cats. Oh, there's so many cats. Lots of cats. And we're making the cats. Welcome to PodCATS, the pod about cats. I am your intrepid host, TV's Kevin Lanigan. And across the Google Hangout from me is my dear friend, the Kelly Herald himself, Jacob Kelleher.
I am your trepid host, Jacob Kelleher.
You are not within the trepid. You are sort of outside the trepid. Your reluctant co-host, Jacob Kelleher. See, Jacob and I were supposed to record something else earlier, but there were computer problems from a third party that, let's just call him Justin Germeroff. So that episode didn't get recorded, but I was 2 Mike's Hard Watermelon Lemonades in, and I said, hey, Jacob, do you want to come on my show about Cats, the musical Cats?
And I said, I'm a good friend. No, I don't want to. But Kevin already hit record, and social constructs kind of forced me to follow suit.
It's a good thing that you're a good friend, because I certainly am not, because you have come with me on every horrible, excruciating pod excursion that I've ever been on.
I've been on all the bad ones.
You've been on Ninth Blunders, the show where we watch the bad TV show heroes.
I've been on Ninth Blunders twice.
You were Ninth Blunders.
Yeah, but
we
had
did
2
it 2
runs
times.
of Ninth Blunders.
That's right. Ninth Blunders 1 and Ninth Blunders The Next Generation, the new batch. You've, of course, done The Stone Zone. Can we get Emma Stone to listen to this? You've, of course, done Jay and the Jive Action Nerds. I've dragged you into Puffin, ruined your good name with the Puffin Publishing Podcast.
We did Gleetonimo. Was that a branch of the Stone Zone?
Did we do... Yes. Yes, it was. Did any Gleetonimo see the light of day? I don't know if it did.
If it didn't, I hate to, shoot myself in the foot all over again. The name alone is worth doing it again.
I think, alright, listen, when this cat's business is done, talk to me about Gleetonimo. Get back to me on that.
Kevin, this might have me giving in my 2 weeks notice for our friendship.
Is this the Cats podcast? This is the straw that broke the camel's back is breaking? Because you and I have been through a lot.
I am a fan of musicals. I like show tunes.
You love watching animatics of musicals. You know, you talk to Jacob, he's like, yeah, I watched the animatic of, Welcome to the Candy Store. Tell me what you're waiting for.
I've seen most of the big hit musicals that came out in the last 5 to 10 years.
You're saying movie musicals?
Through animators on YouTube.
Oh, I see. Yes. So you're seeing all the Dear Evan Hansen animated. You're just like, he's in a cast.
My way of enjoying a musical is an animatic makes it away across my YouTube feed. I click, it's like, oh, I like that. I'm going to enjoy more of that. So then I look up the soundtrack of the musical and I listen to the soundtrack. I really like that too. And then I look up an animatic for each song in the soundtrack, make a playlist, and then watch that playlist in order. And that's how I watch musicals.
Well, that's a unique way. I've never met anybody else that does it that way, my friend Jacob.
But, despite this love of musicals, I've avoided Cats like the plague. I've heard nothing but bad things about it. It has been this swinging sword of Damocles that it's ultimately the same. It's the same reason I don't watch JoJo. Because it's the last vestige I can say that, hey, I'm not firmly in this camp. I'm not the biggest theater nerd ever. I haven't seen Cats. I'm not a weeb. I haven't watched JoJo. And yet here we are, Kevin. The good news is, unlike Gleetonimo, this was not good enough to sink its claws into me and drag me deeper into the abyss.
Right, you're not about to hear that, like we did with Gleetonimo, you're not about to hear this and then suddenly I talk to you next week and you have watched 5 seasons of Glee overnight. We are not about to hit that scenario, right? You think that's pretty safe?
I think it's fairly safe. It's one of those things that the biggest issue right now is I am definitely clearing my YouTube watch history after this. Because I'm not even giving YouTube the chance to recommend this stuff.
You don't want the algorithm to get polluted.
Like,
you don't want your precious...
You know I know what I'll do. I'm going to look up Dogs the Musical, and that should balance it out.
Oh, the musical by dogs or about dogs?
It's a little old lady who composed a play. Where...
Well, she swallowed the fly that ate the cat that...
Exactly.
Yeah, and now, you know what I'm trying to articulate. Yeah. 2.5 Mike's Hard Watermelons in. Yeah. We're smoking on the same joint, man.
Now, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
I admittedly know very little to nothing about alcohol.
Okay. But
my understanding is Mike's isn't a very alcoholic brand, is it?
5% alcohol per volume, according to the bottle that I am drinking.
My frame of alcohol is 90%, which is hydrogen peroxide, will kill you. Everything else is just like, I don't know.
All right, let me. I portend no classification as being like a good drinker. I am not a Marion Ravenwood drinking you under the table. I do not enjoy whiskey or scotch or any of the supposed good drinks. I like my beers to be flavored. I love a cider. You know what I mean? Like I drink like a sorority girl generally. And you're right. That a Mike's Hard Watermelon is not a particularly high volume of alcohol. I will portend that, number one, I do not drink that often. Or at least, I'll have a beer. So I haven't really developed much of, a tolerance to alcohol. Yeah. I am not a practitioner of the alcoholic arts.
And, I get that. But our audience isn't always privy to that information.
Which is why I'm letting them in.
I know, but you're letting them in after I called you on it, where you were just like... Because you kept treating it like, man, I'm 2 Mike's Hard lemonades, watermelon lemonades. This was the pinnacle of alcoholism. Man.
Yeah, I'm in a gutter.
Stand back, everybody.
I am in a gutter somewhere, drinking these out of paper bags, begging anyone, please, give me $1.
Here is how bad it is, Kevin. Mm-hmm. The guy who is literally never drinking a drop of alcohol is shaming you for it.
You understand. And my girl is going to come back from the gym. And not only will I not have recorded an RPG podcast, but I will have consumed 3 of the Mike's Hard Watermelon lemonades that she has provided for our household. She, of course, will get the other 3. I have never portended. I have never once made any allusions to being a good drink boy. I am not a drink man. I do not, power drink. I've never done a beer pong. I've never...
Have you done a beer pong?
I have done wrong by many beers. I have had 1 shot in my life. I just don't enjoy it. It's just not a way that I like to do this. And on a mostly empty stomach, I drank 1. And then in the hour we were waiting for Justin's computer to update, I drank another. And at that point, I was so inebriated that I'm like, well, we're recording something. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I didn't sit here piddling my pud to not record anything. So we are now doing a PodCATS.
Cats, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
And on the preceding episodes of PodCATS, when we're covering a particular song, I will have listened to that song 5 to 8 times just to really feel like I have a handle on it, you know what I mean? And it has been driving me mad. I am slowly losing what few mental faculties I had available to me.
Here's the thing, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
The song that was assigned to me was only 3 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to it, and I also tried following along with the lyrics. The lyrics page I pulled up doesn't kick in until, what feels like an hour, but probably only 30 seconds of this song. Where there is secret words to this song, where the prospect of listening to this entire musical I will say is horrific.
Jacob, you are stumbling onto the great mystery of Cats, where there seem to be at least 3 different versions of the musical Cats that have been popularized, all theoretically by Andrew Lloyd Webber. But if you go to different versions of this soundtrack in different countries, different characters are singing the songs, so like the whole tense and possession of it is changed. This is the mystery of Cats, is that it seems as if it's like that beginner psychology stuff that you learn, that it's like the way I perceive blue is not the same way that you perceive blue. But it's that blown out to the entire length of a musical. Is that I don't think 2 people hear the same Cats. You know what I mean?
So this is less a show discussing the merits of this musical, but rather more than a deep analysis of my own psyche based off of what lyrics I heard.
Correct. This is the Rosetta Stone. It cracks open like a Rosetta egg. We'll call it the Rosetta egg. It cracks open and it reveals something about you. We're not listening to a musical. We're reading tea leaves. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Okay, well, you will. Did you listen to this song in full while we were on the Google Hangout earlier?
I did.
Okay.
I did do my due diligence, and I did. Originally, I was listening to half of it. I listened to about half of it while you guys were all talking, and I realized that I wasn't really listening to it, so I muted you guys and then listened to it properly.
Well, you should mute us more often, I feel. Right, so you've given it a once-over, and now you, because I drafted you into this, because you have been on all of my dumb pod ventures, except for Hamilton in it, although you did Dear Evan Hansen.
I've been on everything except the OG Talking Back to the Movies.
Correct, and RIP, coming soon to the patreon.com/TV's Kevin, Talking Back to the Movies. Right. You've been involved in everything, and I was like, gotta throw this out to Jacob at some point. Would you like to do, and like was probably the wrong answer, would you be willing to do an episode of PodCATS? And you reluctantly agreed. I do still have the records here. Kevin, would you have any interest in doing a PodCATS at some point? Jacob, I knew this dark harbinger would make its way to my door eventually. Kevin, the offer is open. You do not have to accept the devil's deal. Jacob, no, I shall do it. This evil will claim someone else in my absence. How can I sleep soundly knowing I have condemned another to this dark hell? The price must be paid in blood. Kevin, and blood it shall be. Would you like to pick from our remaining songs? Jacob, the musings of bad men are all the same to me. I shall drink this poison, but I beg you don't do me the disservice of forcing me to choose my own demise. I've never seen or heard cats, so I don't know any of them. Kevin, you know not what evils you've unleashed through inaction. You have been assigned the naming of cats from the original Broadway cast recording. May God have mercy on your soul. And so that is how you got drafted into this. You didn't choose your own song like all of my previous guests.
If I were to choose my own song, that would require me to know the songs.
Not necessarily.
I would have to listen to more songs than I had to listen to by letting you choose.
You could have guessed based on the name.
Oh, can I? Can I? Kevin, let me pull up the Cats soundtrack, and I'll
Yay!
just kind of read you some of these names.
Do that.
Let's. This is just giving me music for cats. Meow,
okay, meow,
here we are.
meow.
Here we
meow,
are.
meow.
Prologue. Jessicel song for Jessicel cats.
Jellicle, you fool. It's Jellicle songs for Jellicle cats.
The naming of cats.
Which is the eponymous song of today's episode.
The invitation to the Jessicel ball.
Jellicle! Again, you monster! Respect the cats and their culture.
Cat. The Rum-Tum Duggar.
Yes! That is the name of cat.
Grisabella, the glamour cat.
Uh-huh.
Bustafer Jones, the cat about town.
Coming soon.
Mungery and Rumpselteazer.
You are intentionally getting these names wrong.
I'm really not. The Jessicels I am. Old Deuteronomy. The all-fool battle of pecs and policies. The Jellicell Ball. Grisabella the Glamour Cat reprise.
Yeah, she's coming back in a big bad way.
Memory Prelude.
Yeah, not memory.
And then in Act 2, there's The Moments of Happiness.
Uh-huh.
Gus, the Theater Cat.
Yeah.
Growl Tiger's Last Stand, including the Ballad of Billy McCall or In Una Tabata Note. Skimble Shanks, the Railway Cat. McCavity, the Mystery Cat.
He's a mysterious cat, you see.
Mr. Mistofellows, Memory, and Journey to the Heavenside Lair. Oh, and there's also Finale, the dressing of cats.
Yeah, there's a lot of hyphens that don't belong in a lot of these names. Yeah,
so Kevin,
Jacob?
I will say right here, right now, from butchering those things that look more like a cast list than a name, than a song list.
So you know nothing about cats.
I know nothing about cats, and I'm wanting to know less every minute. I'm looking at the names. I mean, I know I just listened to the naming of cats where they randomly threw out all these garbly-gook names or whatever.
Garbly-gook, indeed.
I'm looking at the people who are singing, and is Cats just like a Dr. Seuss book where they wanted to use a word in a line and they didn't have the rhyme for the next line?
So they just made up a word?
Yeah.
They just bam, like Dr. Seuss. Alright, Ted Geisel. Fuck calling you out, dude. You rhyme words you made up with other words you made up. Dog, that's cheating. We in the poetry biz call that cheating. If I brought that into my English teacher, if I brought in bamboozers and bambeaters and roast beast, my teacher would slap me across the face and tell me to get back to it. Use real words. Use people words, Ted.
So how do you pronounce the Jekyll?
Jellicle.
Jellicle.
It's a portmanteau of a Cockney accent saying dear little cats. Jellicle cats.
So Jellicle's just not a name of the cat?
No, Jellicle is all of the cats. They are all Jellicle cats.
Why is the musical not called Jellicles?
Because that is that's gobbledygook. That's nonsense.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want, I don't mind judging a book by the cover, because usually books are pretty good about letting you know what it's about on the cover. I feel like Cats should have had a better cover.
You see the Harry Potter book, and you're like, oh, this kid, he's going to ride a broomstick through some pillars. The classic cover of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. You see the second.
I will say this, as I'm pulling up the lyrics now. Any person who is using the word quorum and then following it with a misspelled monkey strap is guilty of war crimes.
So you're saying T.S. Eliot, the poet whose poems this show is based on, you're calling them a war criminal? Am I hearing you correctly, Jacob?
T.S. Eliot, war crimes.
T.S. Eliot War Crimes is a very good Google. I hope you're on some very important FBI watch lists at this point.
I'm not finding. Okay. I may. Wait, he got a Nobel Prize in Literature? You're better than Cats. Wait, he's from Missouri?
T.S. Eliot?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, born
Missouri's own.
Thomas Stearns Eliot, 26th of September in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, Jacob, keep reading from T.S. Eliot's information page while I explain to my girlfriend why she can't go to bed yet. Hi, honey. So we were going to record Jan, but then Justin's computer was monster, right?
Yeah.
And it just failed.
Mm-hmm.
And I am drunk, so we are recording PodCATS. And I will...
Take your time.
You will be able to go to bed one day.
It's okay. I don't really have to go to bed until
I'm talking to this face on a body on the computer.
Oh, he looks handsome.
Yeah, he's a good-looking cat. She's very tolerant of me, you see. Now, Jacob.
I have found an anti-Semitism tag on his Wikipedia page, where people are accused him of being anti-Semitic. I'm also not seeing mention of cats on his page.
Well, Jacob, that is because... Sorry, I'm shouting, apparently. That is because Cats is based on a book of poems T.S. Eliot wrote called Old Possum's Book of Jellicle Cats. And Andrew Lloyd Webber, he reads this book, right? And he's like, I gotta turn this into a musical. The people have to know.
Then with the exception of anti-Semitism, T.S. Eliot gets a pass. Andrew Lloyd Webber is the man on trial today.
I can excuse anti-Semitism.
I didn't say that.
Not
I just said
cats.
We're not.
Quote Jacob Kelleher,
our
2019.
committee is not here to determine if T.S. Eliot was anti-Semitic.
The committee is not
Our committee here is to determine if Kevin gets to keep being my friend after making me listen to this song.
So you heard that, audience. The stakes have been placed. If at the end of this you're going to determine whether or not you are still my friend.
I think so.
Okay, what are the conditions of this? I need to know the win and lose conditions.
Okay, here are the win conditions. There are 3 things you can do. Okay. You can make me like the musical Cats.
Ooh, that's never going to happen.
You can convince me that this is a small slight compared to slights I have done to you before.
Okay.
You can convince me this is all a fever dream and it actually didn't happen.
I see. And those are the only 3 ways that we can escape this.
I will say you could also plead insanity. And we could do like a plea bargain where we're just like less good friends for a little while. Or I could just like you could get to the point where this bit's no longer funny and I drop it entirely.
Okay. I understand these and I see you. Now, of course, the win condition for you is no longer being my friend. I think it would be a net gain for you. I think you'd have a lot more free time.
I think I would not consider that the win condition. I would consider that the most favorable outcome. But I think the fact that I've already listened to this song, there is no winning for me.
Right.
I feel like...
There's no going back to a world where you haven't heard the song, quote-unquote, The Naming of Cats from Cat the Musical. Like, you'll never go back to that world.
Here's the worst part. If I thought Cats better than what it actually is, I think the concept of these creatures having 3 names, the name that others called them, the name they call themselves,
correct,
and then their true secret name, like a word of power to be used against them.
Yeah, their soul's name, like this is Aragon.
Like if this was a fantasy world, like great opening number. I'm on board. Tell me more of your secrets, and but that's not what this musical is it, Kevin?
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
This is not a musical of fantasy and wonders and names holding secret leverage over people's actions.
No, this is not a multinational smash musical set in some far-flung Tolkienian fantasy world. This is, in fact, about the secret life of pets.
We've been recording for a while. At a certain point, do you think we need to make the audience listen too?
To The Naming of Cats?
Yeah.
Jacob, of course we're going to make them listen to The Naming of Cats. Where are we at on the audio device? 25 minutes.
25
Jesus
minutes. Yeah.
Christ. All right, it's time. It's time.
Roll the clip.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. It's time for The Naming of Cats. Tina, I'm so sorry that you're about to hear this song.
Wait, Kevin, we don't actually have to play it.
No, we do.
You can add it in post.
No.
Do you have live commentary on these episodes?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna pause it. And we're gonna discuss. Book club is going to discuss. All right, and here we go. My girlfriend breaks up with me in 3, 2, 1.
There's a man over there.
Oh, that's right. You don't know how to play audio through the speaker.
You can't hear it?
Oh, now I can. No, I was just too.
All right, hold on, audience. We're gonna rewind.
There's a man over there. with a look of surprise, as much as to say, well, now how about that?
Okay, pause. We're 12 seconds in. This is the worst fucking song I've ever heard in my entire life. What the fuck is he talking about? This is the third... No,
Honestly,
this is the second true song in Cats after the overture.
If I was terminally ill, I would listen to this song on repeat because it'd make me immortal. Because time would slow to a halt.
Because that was somehow 12 seconds, but it felt like a full 30 seconds, you know what I mean? And do that math out for, like, the rest of this song. Love that Western sound effect.
With my own very eyes, a man who's not heard of a jellicle cat. What's a jellicle cat?
That's an excellent question. I hope we soon answer that question. What is a jellicle cat? And this cat is offended. Like everybody and their sister knows what a jellicle cat is.
Gotta be honest, I really wish it didn't have that one line. Because earlier when I was calling it Jellicell or whatever I was saying, that really does kind of make me look bad.
It paints you in a bad light, Jacob. And your PR team's gonna really need to make work with the Cats crowd to make you back in favor.
Look, I don't like to pick fights with furries, but like the crossover between furries and the cat fandom, I'll fight them. I'll fight them hard.
I think the furries push back against cats, actually. Because they're like, this gives us a bad name. It's like Joel Ostein, and a lot of Christians are like, no, not that guy. No. He's not. He doesn't represent me. These cats don't speak for me. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I hope you like mass whispering, because you're about to get a lot of it. What's this haunted house music?
We don't have to keep pausing. You can let it play while we talk over it.
Isn't just one of your holiday games. You may think that
One of your holiday games.
when I tell you a cat must have 3 different names.
Okay. Now, we're a minute into this song, and I swear to God, my entire life has passed before my eyes in this period of time.
The thing is, the song isn't the worst thing I've ever heard.
What is the worst thing you've ever heard?
I don't know. Probably, like, screaming in my ear.
Horse torture?
I've never heard of horse torture.
You've never heard horse torture?
No.
Right.
Do you recommend it?
I think it'll make you better of Cats the Musical if you started hearing some horse torture on the reg. Oh, Christ, take me now. Lord, if you're listening, smite me where I stand. I'm on the 5th floor, there's nothing above me. Just one bolt of lightning. That's all I've ever asked for.
The skull is the name that the family use daily, such as Peter, Augustus, Alonzo, or James.
Okay, so they have now okay, there's one, the first kind of cat name is the name that a cat is given by its humans. And of course, the most common cat names are Peter, Alonzo, Augustus, and James. You know everybody's favorite cat names, not like Whiskers or Boots or Tabby or Shadow. No. Augustus. Have
Like,
you
the thing
met
is,
my cat Augustus?
Here's the thing. If I were to name my cat, I would name him... I would give him the name of someone I didn't like, but still had to see socially on a lot of occasions.
That is how you would name your cat?
Just make someone I dislike their company share my pet's name.
You hate your pet that much?
Not my pets. No, I love my pets, but it'd be one of those things like, look at little Timothy. And there's human Tim.
I'm trying to figure out your MO here. Are you trying to recoup the human's image by now associating them with a cat?
No. It is just entirely based on the fact that I would then talk about my pet and delegate them into the human version of their name. So they would be like human Kyle instead of regular Kyle, because now there's pet Kyle, who's better.
Jacob.
I would steal their name.
And you would capture the man's very soul. I gotta say, that doesn't make a lick of fucking sense, and we're listening to this song.
Or Jonathan, George, or Elaine. All of them sensible, everyday names.
All of them sensible, everyday names for cats. Jonathan. Percival. These are the names of cats.
Your names, if you think they sound sweeter. Some for the gentlemen, some for the dames, such as Plato and
It is such a slow death to what you're doing to us now, Kevin.
everyday names.
This song is having bamboo shoots shoved under your fingernails.
A name that's peculiar and more dignified. Else how can he keep up his tail?
Related, in the same vein as torture, is there a reason it has to be bamboo?
Cherish his pride.
I think it's Splinter's thing.
Okay.
Such as monkey strap, Praxer, or corico pat, such as bomb ballerina, or else jellylorum, names that never belong to more than one cat.
Okay, so the mythology that we have talked over. There is, of course, the names that a cat's owner gives them. Then there is, of course, their second name, whose function I am unclear on in the mythology of the Catsiverse.
They're the name that makes them feel special. Because if you're called Jonathan...
You're not special.
Man, I realized what I was saying. If
Fuck
you're a
a
cat
Jonathan.
named Jonathan,
Fuck
you
a
need
Jonathan.
a better name.
Jonathan's, listen to me. You can pay a little bit of money. You can change your name. Your name could be Skimble Shanks or Rum Tum Tugger. And these are much better, unique names. So there's the second name that they have that makes them feel powerful. And then there's their third name. A unique, special name that only they possess. Their soul's name. The name of an ancient cat.
The name... The song never states that their soul's name is unique to them. It's their second name that's unique to them.
No, it's their third name.
No. Because it's such as Bombaletta or Jellyrom, names that never belong to more than one cat, but above and beyond, there's still one name left over.
What? We're not even to the third name?
No, this is second name, Kevin.
We're on the second name? Of names of this kind, I can give you a quorum, such as Monkus Strap,
That sounds monkey strap.
So, Coricopat, such as Ballerina, or else Jelly Lorum. Names that belong to names that never belong to more than one cat.
And beyond, there's still one name left over.
Still one name.
That is the name that you never will guess.
Okay, so
The
this...
name that no human research can discover, but the cat himself knows and will never confess.
Alright, so you're looking at your cat, right? You're looking at your cat, and he's like, he's napping in the sunlight, or his ass is like chasing a laser pointer, or like falling off your cabinets, or whatever dumb shit that cats do every day. But you look at that beast, that mongrel, and this cat, he knows his own secret soul name that he'll never tell you. The cat knows that deep in his heart, he has a soul name, and you can't know.
Kevin, what's your soul name?
What's my soul name? Well, you can't know.
But do you know it?
Yeah, of course I do. I was born knowing it. Like a cat. We all have secret soul names. So Jonathan's out there. You know that you have a second name, like Mr. Mistopheles. But that's just your second name. Jonathans have a secret soul name.
In cat society, are nicknames rude? They put so much power in their names.
Yeah, these cats never refer to each other in any kind of shorthand. They are full address. Like, you are not Deuteronomy. You are certainly not Deut. You are Old Deuteronomy, and that is your name. You are the Rum Tum Tugger. You're not Tugger. You're the Rum Tum Tugger. It's a formal society, Jacob.
The more I learn, the more I hate. Like, does this secret name ever come into play? Like, is it like the play starts with, like, a cat's like, here's my secret name, everybody. This starts the magic.
You're asking if the inciting action is, if, like...
I'm asking, is this a waste of time?
If McCavity ever learns the soul name of Rumpelteazer and that sets off the plot, that's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Jacob, I gotta tell you one thing. Would you like to hear the plot of Cats?
Yeah, tell me the plots of Cats.
It is a list of cats. Each song introduces a different cat and their wacky thing. I'm the rock star cat. I'm the thief cat. And that is it. It's like those musicals you did in elementary school where it's like, here's a song about what oxygen does. And then here's a song about what hydrogen does. And that is it. It's an educational play about bananas or whatever. And we all get to experience it one song at a time. Now you are tapping furiously.
I'm writing my 2 weeks notice.
To what job? Our friendship?
Our friendship,
which is truly a full-time job.
I want to put in my 2 weeks because I don't want to close this door if I ever choose to come back. And I really, like, I've been invested long enough that I really do want a good, solid recommendation.
You want to make yourself clear.
Basically, yeah. If I leave without my 2 weeks, I can't put this on my resume. And as long as our friendship has been, that's just a huge blank spot on my resume.
Okay, yeah. No, I'll give you a good recommendation for your next friend.
Yeah.
What if we had to do that? What if in order to become someone else's friend, you would need to see their references? I think that would actually be helpful. So you don't get in with some clod, some cad.
There would be a lot of friendships we would have managed to avoid.
Let's list them.
On our podcast.
Ben.
Wait, did you actually just say a name?
No, I said his secret soul name.
Kevin, don't. Bleep that. Sober Kevin, you're listening to this in the future. Don't let drunk Kevin dictate your choices. You're only gonna cause trouble, drunk Kevin or sober Kevin.
Jacob, I can't believe you are talking over lines of the thought of the thought of his name. His
Kevin, I'm
ineffable name.
Kevin, I'm gonna level with you so hard right now. I can't hear any of what you're playing.
Really?
I haven't been able to the whole time.
Really?
When you said, like, can you hear it now? I was like, if I don't say yes, he's gonna make it so I can.
We're almost done. You can't hear this?
I can hear that. I just heard like a but nothing more.
Okay, well, they're just saying the word name 6 times, so, like, yeah, you're getting basically the full experience.
Yeah, and I did listen to this, like, less than an hour ago.
Right. So you're getting off easy for a podcast.
I am following along with the lyrics online, to stay apart.
It is interesting that one of the Cats' listed names is Bill Bailey, who is, like, a famed British comedian who was famous after Cats came out.
Now, is it saying that Bill Bailey is secretly a cat?
I think we're onto something here. I think the guy that plays 2 roles in Hot Fuzz, I think the guy from Black Books might be a cat. Any other friends we want to drag under the bus?
Yeah, let's talk about our friends who would not pass the friendship interview if we were to give one.
Would not have the references, would not have the job experience of being friends to properly pass that test.
I imagine doing unpaid friend internships.
Oh, yeah, unpaid friend internships. Imagine dating But in dating, they had to hand you a list of references, and you got to call all of their exes and get the first-hand scoop of what it was like. I would never have dated again. I really fucked it up early on. I called into work a lot. Yeah. I did not perform at my best.
Ultimately, you just do, like, because most people, like, they're not going to do a thorough background check to figure out everything. So you're probably good just leaving it blank, like, nope, you're the first person I dated. Here's my personal references in that place.
Wow. Yeah. You get a lot of, like, oh, I wanted to date him, but we never actually, like, went through, and you could put those on there.
Yeah, or like
hey, your pastor.
Yeah. Here's my pastor.
Yeah, your pastor to write a letter of recommendation. Like, I bet this guy sucks great dick.
Here's my fifth grade teacher who I had a crush on.
They're gonna write me a letter of recommendation.
Hey, I met this girl. Gonna change my world. Mr. K, will you write me a letter of recommendation? Just tell her how good I was at math and reading.
Oh, Pastor Mark, I really like this girl. Can you write me a letter of recommendation so I can touch her boob? I've completely lost what little mind I had. And somehow this has gone on for over 40 minutes, and I am truly mystified as to how time works when under the influence of 3 Mike's Hard Watermelon
I know
lemonades.
exactly what happened, Kevin.
Yes?
We started recording, and then it occurred to me that I was about to have to listen to the naming of the cats again, so I vamped. I just went. I was like, let's just keep the conversation going.
Anything to avoid listening to the naming of cats again.
Yeah.
Even over Google Hangouts.
I did a proper listen.
You did. You gave it the once-over, and I think if you hadn't said anything, you could have gotten away with it. You know what I mean?
I could have. But that wouldn't have been funny. And...
Thanks for respecting the funny.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna do fun little secret bits like, haha, this is just for me. No. My comedy is meant to be shared with the world.
And I appreciate you suffering on mic. That is...
So it's really not pronounced Jelliso.
Nope, it's jellicle.
That's
like a cloud.
like
Jellicle.
evangelical?
Yeah, like evangelical. But drop the evan and just make it jellicle, about cats. Also,
Okay.
it's spelled differently, and Joel Ostein is not allowed.
Fair enough.
Can't come to my house. You won't let people sleep in your church during a hurricane, Joel? You can't come to my cat's party.
I feel like at the time of this recording, Joel is old news, and at the time of this upload, Joel is even older news.
Joel is on a gray-yellowed newspaper you find in your grandpa's attic.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like we need a joke strong enough to end on.
well, why don't you plug while I think of a good joke?
Awesome. Yo, everybody, it's me, your favorite person on the Kevin Show. It's Jacob Kelleher. You can follow me on Twitter, @KellyHarold. When I actually do stuff, which is rare, I post about it there. You can also just follow me on Twitter. I don't have an Instagram. I don't know why I went to plug my Instagram. I've never had an Instagram. I'm not big on taking photos of myself. It's not a vain thing. It's just like, I don't think I look good in a selfie. I just never get that angle right. And it's just like, why? I'm not worried. Is that enough, Kevin? Are you funny yet?
I've never been funny. Of course, listen to the podcast that Jacob and I does together, Jam the Jive Action Nerds, where we play a crazy RPG. Please listen to the Puffin Publishing podcast, an improv and sketch podcast that Jacob is a frequent guest on. Please do not listen to this song. Skip it in your cat's playlist. You can follow me on the things at TV's Kevin Lanigan. Support this show. Patreon. Patreon.com/TV's Kevin. Give us them ratings, reviews, and shares wherever you're listening to this. And, of course, I did not think of a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, here. I'll give us something funny here.
Cats jokes for kids.
Yeah, nah. Here's a fun joke. I am recently coming to terms with my own identity and whatnot, and I'm realizing that, like, there's a 90% chance I'm asexual. And, like, I realized that originally when I first, like, tried dating sites, and I kept getting matched almost exclusively with asexuals. But the big thing I've noticed on dating sites, it's really hard for people who are into tabletop role-playing games like me, like Dungeons & Dragons, because the keywords dungeons, fantasy, and roleplay have wildly different meanings on that environment.
For sure. Don't mention it in your profile. It throws off the algorithm.
Think that was funny enough? I think that was funny enough. Goodbye, everybody!
What's worse than raining cats and dogs? Hailing taxicabs!